this evening. I thought that it would probably be appropriate, and forgive me if I came in a little late and you did this already, but would you join me in a moment of silence while we think about those folks who have been victims of hate crimes, and with a particular place in our heart tonight for those in the transgender community? A little bit tonight about solidarity and what that actually means. But before I do, I think it's also appropriate just to thank the organizers of tonight's event. You know, things like this do not come together by accident. They come together because of hard work and because people who care about an issue and who are passionate about it put some time and energy into getting the word out and educating folks and coordinating it. So would you join me in a round of applause for as a point of solidarity and to champion that issue on the inside of the system and to be part of the solution. And that was part of the reason why I ran for public office. And I think when we think about the issues in front of us tonight, and in particular about the issues that are facing all of us around civil liberties and some of the issues that you guys are raising this evening, it's important to have solidarity. And I am reminded what Dr. Martin Luther King said about how an injustice anywhere is an injustice everywhere. And I think that's one thing that is in particular something we should think about tonight. Another thing that comes to mind as I was thinking about my remarks, and please forgive me, I cannot recall the person who actually said this, and a billion-dollar budget and 2 children and the swine flu have all consumed my evening. Otherwise I would have looked it up myself. But nevertheless, that story that came out of Nazi Germany, and somebody please remind me if you know the person. Niemoyer. Yes, you know where I'm going with this story, right? And the story is, of course, you know, that they wanted to put people in the concentration camps. And Niemoyer says, I am not a Jew. I don't need to worry about it. So they're not coming for me. I don't need to stand in solidarity with them. And then they round up other folks, not just Jews. They round up everybody who's disabled. I'm not disabled. They don't need to come. I don't need to stand in solidarity with them. They don't need to worry about me. And then they round up Christians, and they round up other types of people with any type of difference. And he says, I don't have that kind of difference, and I don't need to be worried about it. And then, of course, they came for him. And the story is that there was no one left to stand with him. And I think that's something that we have to remember when we think about the importance of solidarity, and we think about those words that Dr. King said about how an injustice anywhere is an injustice everywhere. So what am I prepared to do about it? And that fully incorporates the rights of the transgender community and how we need to amend the Erie County EEO policy. And in fact, when Cerie Becker was the county executive's new appointment for the Commission of Public Advocacy, this was an issue that I raised with her. And I think that's something that we will need to take up in the 2010 legislative term in this upcoming year. So I think both of those issues are things that we can be agitating around in the upcoming year, and I really look forward to working with you and partnering with you on that. Let me also just say this. Nothing ever changes without active participation on the part of all of you. When we make progress in this community and when we make progress nationally, it's because organized people have come together with a shared goal, and they have raised their voice together to agitate for change. And that is precisely what you are doing here tonight and in every day going forward. And it will be because of you and because of those efforts that we will achieve progress in this community and really in this country. So your efforts are really to be commended, and it's really your efforts tonight that are to be applauded. And of course, all of the folks that have come before you and all of the folks that will come after you, it will be those people that help inspire change around. And I think there's really only one way to conclude my comments this evening, and perhaps Sean Cooney will know what I mean, but it's the solidarity clap. As we think about each other and we think about standing together when there is an injustice anywhere and an injustice everywhere, it's only appropriate to think about solidarity and the solidarity clap. So let me begin to lead you like this.